Hello friends, I am Arpit and I am here with today's analysis. Today is 28th of September and we are going to deal with three very important topics today. The first topic is the Kaveri River water dispute. Now there was a bandh recently declared in the state of Karnataka that was promoted by the farmers in Karnataka. Kaveri River, which originates in Karnataka, flows through Karnataka into Tamil Nadu and then drains into the Bay of Bengal Sea. The water sharing between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka for the Kaveri River water has long been an issue. There have been disputes over this water sharing way back in 2016. Before that also there have been. And now due to deficit in the monsoon rainfall, there is again, kind of a political dispute which has emerged right now, where the farmers of Tamil Nadu are demanding increased release of water from the reservoirs and dams on the Kaveri River based in Karnataka. Whereas on the other hand, the farmers in Karnataka, they are refusing to do that because it will leave less water for them. So we'll look into the details, we'll look into, I would say, the historical aspect of the issue, the river from where it originates, where it goes. Then in 2007 there was a, I would say, tribunal formed, that is Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal, and that tribunal gave its award. So we'll look into that award as well. So the details we'll cover over here. Then next topic is the Five Eyes Alliance. Now this alliance is in news because of the India and Canada's diplomatic standoff. Canada being part of the Five Eyes Alliance, which happens to be an intelligence sharing grouping. Now, the five countries, USA, UK, Canada, Australia and New Zealand, they are into this intelligence sharing agreement. What is it? What are associate members of Five Eyes? How do they share? All these things, the details of the Five Eyes Alliance will be covered in this particular topic. China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. Now, China has expressed certain concerns with respect to its investments in the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. This is why it was in news. But does this point towards, conflict, or I would say tensions rising between China and Pakistan? Well, if it does, then it is in favor of India. China-Pakistan Economic Corridor happens to pass from the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, that is POK. China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is also part of the larger Belt and Road Initiative of China. It happens to be a flagship program of BRI. India in 2019 came out of BRI of China. Before that it was part of China, but in 2019 it came out of that BRI. Why? Because the CPEC is passing through the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, that is POK. Pakistan occupied Kashmir, that is a territory which is claimed by India but administered by Pakistan. So these three very important topics which we are going to cover, and we'll be covering it obviously from prelims point of view as well as mains point of view. So we'll give a holistic picture of it. So let's start. The Kaveri River water dispute. The Kaveri River, which happens to be a peninsular river of India, flowing in the southern states, originating from Karnataka, flowing into Tamil Nadu. There are various tributaries which meet Kaveri on the left side and on the right side. Kaveri River, despite being the, I would say, peninsular river, which are not, I would say, perennial, which are non-perennial rivers. Non-perennial means they actually are not, water is not constant through them throughout the year. But Kaveri is an exception, because despite being in the peninsular region, because all perennial rivers, non-perennial rivers, most of them are there in the peninsular region. But Kaveri is an exception because Kaveri receives water from the southwest monsoon as well as from the northeast monsoon, that is the receding monsoon, which keeps Kaveri River water ever flowing or perennial. But due to deficit in the southwest monsoon, there has been a problem between the states of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Karnataka claims that there is 44% deficit in rainfall, due to which the water flow in the Kaveri river is not maintained. Whereas on the other side, the farmers in Tamil Nadu, they are also wanting waters because less water is left there. There has been less rainfall over there as well. So they have been demanding more release of water from the Kaveri river, and that has become a matter of dispute between both the states. There was a Karnataka Bandh declared by the farmers in Karnataka just 1 or 2 days ago, and this was the main reason, because they wanted their voice to be heard, that they are not willing to release water to Tamil Nadu. So this is the issue. Let's get started with this. The Kaveri river water dispute. The Kaveri conflict between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka resurfaces whenever there is a shortfall in southwest monsoon in the region. And now we are having shortfall. We have just had the driest August. September also rainfall is not so good. It happens to be an El Nino year in India. And whenever it is El Nino, there is rainfall deficit. And what is El Nino? We'll be covering in the future videos. We've covered a glimpse of it in the previous videos, but yes, in detail we'll be covering it, don't worry. So, as of now, we should understand that El Nino years basically means less rainfall in India, and this is an El Nino year. So, we are having less rainfall, due to which there is problem between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Tamil Nadu's farmers awaits Karnataka's response as the Mettur reservoir holds only 20,000 feet of water, which is going to last only 10 days. So that is basically a problem. So Tamil Nadu people, they reached the Supreme Court asking the Karnataka to release at least 24,000 cubic feet per second cusacks of Kaveri water. To which the Supreme Court responded, and Supreme Court mandated Karnataka to release 10,000 cusacks of water, not 24,000, what was the demand for them. 24,000 was demanded cubic feet per second cusacks, but Supreme Court said 10,000 cusacks should be released because the farmers in Karnataka should also be left with water. Farmers in Tamil Nadu should, they should be available with water. So this was the amount decided, and on this amount also the Karnataka farmers, they were protesting, and they did that bandh yesterday or day before yesterday in Karnataka. Now Karnataka's response, what Karnataka has to say? Karnataka cited poor inflow due to reduced rainfall in Kaveri catchment, including the origin point Kodagu. Kodagu Hills is basically the origin point of Kaveri river. Karnataka highlights a 44% rainfall deficit in Kodagu from June to August. So there is 44% deficit. And why are we saying deficit? Because there is one term called as long-term average. So the long-term average of this time period is calculated, and from that long-term average, 44% less rainfall is received this year during June 2023 till August 2023. That is what it means. Karnataka rejects Tamil Nadu's distress sharing formula demand. Now, Kaveri river water sharing formula has been delivered by the Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal. And the Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal also has highlighted that in times of distress, sharing will be done on pro rata basis. Pro rata basis means whatever the availability of water it is there in times of deficit rainfall, on the basis of percentage sharing, it will be done. So everyone will be receiving less share as per the allocated share according to the tribunal's award. But since water is less, so what can we do? We'll have to share accordingly. So there is this pro rata basis also which has been defined, and according to that pro rata basis only Tamil Nadu was demanding, but Karnataka is saying, or Karnataka is rejecting that demand of Tamil Nadu. Now this is basically the map of Kaveri river. We'll look at it. Now Kaveri's origin is over here. This is Kogadu. From here Kaveri originates, then goes flowing like this over here. This is the Mettur reservoir over here. This is what the Tamil Nadu farmers are saying, that we have very less water left in the Mettur reservoir. Only 10 days will be able to manage. The Mettur reservoir is in Tamil Nadu. This is Mettur reservoir over here. So you can see Kaveri river flowing, tributaries of Kaveri. This entire is called as the Kaveri basin. Okay. Now you can see a tributary Kabani coming and meeting in Kaveri is coming from Kerala. Okay. So this is also there. So Kerala is also kind of involved in it, but yes, indirectly it is involved. So when the Kaveri River Water Dispute Tribunal released the award, there water was distributed Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala also was allocated some water because it is part of this, and a union territory Puducherry. We'll see the allocations, how they were allocated. But yes, we need to understand the map. This is the map, and here it forms a delta, falls into the Bay of Bengal over here. Now, current allocations. In a normal water year, Karnataka is bound to release 177.25 TMC, 1000 million cubic feet. TMC stands for 1000 million cubic feet of water from June to May to Tamil Nadu. This is basically the allocation in normal year. This much has to be released because see, Karnataka is an upper riparian state. Upper riparian state means it is upstream and Tamil Nadu is downstream. So this Kaveri river water or Kaveri river is flowing from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. So from means upper riparian, to means lower riparian. Okay. So it is basically the duty of upper riparian states to maintain the flow of river water. So in normal water year, Karnataka is bound to release 177.25 TMC of water from June to May to Tamil Nadu. June to May means complete year. Okay. These are 12 months. This annual quota includes 123.14 TMC. So out of 177.25, 123.14 has to be allocated during the monsoon months. That is June to September. June, July, August, September, 4 months. So maximum of the water is released during these 4 months because of the rainfall. And these, peninsular rivers are non-perennial in nature. They depend on the monsoon rainfall. That is why maximum allocation is during that. Now, historical aspect of this particular river or dispute, I would say, between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Now, during, I would say, the modern history times when, there was this Madras Presidency and Mysore princely state. It can be dated back to 150 years old. There were two agreements, one in 1892 and one in 1924. And what was there in these two agreements? It was said that upper riparian state must obtain consent of lower riparian state for any construction activity. Reservoir on the river Kaveri. Means Karnataka presently is an upper riparian state. Tamil Nadu is a lower riparian state. Karnataka, if it wants to construct any infrastructure like reservoir or barrage on Kaveri river, then it has to consult the lower riparian, Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Nadu, I am doing this. Now, if there is mutual consent, then you can do. It is like this. The Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu began in 1974. Why? Because Karnataka started diverting water without Tamil Nadu's consent. So obviously dispute had to be there because these two treaties, 1892 and 1924, they are saying that upper riparian state should consult with the lower riparian state or take consent of the lower riparian state, which Karnataka did not take, being an upper riparian state. So this created a problem. Now if we see the solution to the conflict, I would say 74 the conflict started, but Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal CWDT was established in 1990 to resolve the issue. But 17 years after its establishment, the CWDT gave its award in 2007. What was the award? Tamil Nadu will get 419,000 TMC feet of water, 1000 million tons or 1000 million cubic feet in water. Karnataka 270, Kerala 30, Puducherry 7. So see, all these four stakeholders from where either the Kaveri river is going or any of their tributaries are also flowing. Those were also included in the award. This is the entire basin, Kaveri River basin. This blue one which you are seeing, and this dark blue here is Kaveri River. So basin is basically comprising of that area where river plus its tributaries are coming and meeting. That entire is called as basin. So everyone was allotted. In distress years, water would be shared on a pro rata basis. This was also given by the CWDT. This was the solution. Was the solution being followed? Yes, it has largely been followed. In 2018, Supreme Court declared Kaveri as a national asset. And Supreme Court was also largely in favor of the water sharing formula of the Kaveri river water given by CWDT. It also directed the center to notify Kaveri management scheme. Kaveri management scheme is that particular scheme कि भाई in distress years when water is less, what will be the sharing formula, how it should be shared, that all should be there in that scheme. The Kaveri management scheme will comprise of Kaveri Water Management Authority. Basically it is that body which will be comprising of persons from central government, from both the state governments, which will decide the allocation of water. And Kaveri Water Regulation Committee. That committee will regulate the activities of all the stakeholders who are there involved in the award, how water is being distributed, how they are stopping the water, diverting the water, all these things will be done by them. So this is basically an issue, and a very important issue. In 2016 there were clashes also between the members, or I would say people in Karnataka and people in Tamil Nadu. They clashed with each other. Some state transport buses also were attacked. That led to a problem, or I would say an internal security problem. There was an essay asked by UPSC explicitly in that year, that was interstate water disputes in India. So this kind of issue is very important. You should look at this issue from polity point of view. What is the tribunal, how it was formed, and what is its award. Then next you should look at it from geography point of view, Kaveri river basin and all. You should understand historical perspective, what have been the agreements signed in the past. So that will give a proper understanding of this particular issue. Okay. The Five Eyes Alliance. As the name suggests, these are eyes which are constantly surveilling us, doing surveillance, gathering intelligence. This Five Eyes Alliance was formed in the year 1946 in the aftermath of the Second World War. But genesis of it was during the Second World War, that is in 1943. USA and Britain, they came together for forming an intelligence alliance because a lot of USA soldiers were posted in Europe during that war. But when the war ended, these people, the allied powers, which comprised of USA, UK, France and USSR, they emerged as victorious of the Second World War. USA and UK continued with their alliance, and now they decided to expand their alliance. It came to be known as USA-UK Multilateral Alliance. 1949, actually, Canada joined it. 1956, New Zealand and Australia joined this alliance, and hence it came to be known as Five Eyes Alliance. This is obviously the I would say genesis of the Five Eyes Alliance can be said as the UK-US Multilateral Agreement. From there, this Five Eyes Alliance have come up. And after Five Eyes, there were more eyes which were being added. There is also a 9 Eyes Alliance, a 14 Eyes Alliance. But the core of that is Five Eyes Alliance only. So automatic intelligence sharing is done between these 5 people, or these 5 countries, we can say. Over the years, I would say lately, it has become important for countering China's activities, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region, and these eyes are very much vigilant over there as well. This Five Eyes Alliance, all these countries are good friends of India also. And Canada, being an exception now, is, trying to put or exert influence or pressure over India through these, but these countries are in turn pressurizing China kind of, pressurizing Canada kind of. So this is about Five Eyes Alliance. let's see the details of Five Eyes Alliance. The Five Eyes Alliance, it is abbreviated as FVEY, is an intelligence alliance comprising of Australia, Canada, New Zealand, UK and USA. These countries are parties to the multilateral UK-USA agreement, a treaty for joint cooperation in signals intelligence. Informally, Five Eyes can also be referred to the group of intelligence agencies of these 5 countries. Now, the multilateral UK-USA agreement, if we talk about this, it is a multilateral agreement for cooperation in signals intelligence, as we saw, between Australia, Canada, New Zealand, UK and the United States. The Alliance of Intelligence Operations is also known as the Five Eyes. It came into existence on 5 March 1946 by UK and USA. In the following years, it was extended to encompass Canada. It joined in 1949. New Zealand and Australia joined in 1956. But it did not stop there. It had other associate members also. Now, other associate members, if I talk about other associate members, we have, 9 eyes. 9 eyes is equal to 5 eyes plus Netherlands, Denmark, France and Norway, these 4 countries. We have 14 eyes. 14 eyes is equal to 9 eyes plus Belgium, Italy, Germany, Spain and Sweden. All of them largely are from Europe. So, main is 5 eyes at the core, and rest is 9 eyes, 14 eyes, these are associate members or third parties they are often referred to as, and they are not part of the mechanism for automatic sharing of intelligence, of which 5 eyes are. So, 5 eyes automatic intelligence sharing is there. This is one keyword which you need to understand. Modus operandi, how they operate. Much of the sharing of information is performed via the ultra sensitive stone ghost networks. Now, this stone ghost network is ultra secure network which has been developed by USA. It is impossible to get into this. Now, I remember 2018-19 was the year when there was a Canadian spy who was responsible for downloading certain information from this stone ghost network and selling that information to Russian spy agency. He was sentenced for 20 years imprisonment. So, this is ultra secure. Nobody from outside can intercept, but yes, if you have someone who has access to this network, then that person only can take out such information, which has been claimed to contain, this network is claimed to contain some of the Western world's most closely guarded secrets. So, a lot of information can be there in this particular stone ghost network. Now, this network is used by these 5 countries to share intelligence with each other. Countries often engage with each other on matters of intelligence gathering and security. In recent years, common interests such as balancing the rise of China have brought more convergence among the alliance members. So, this is one thing which everyone is aiming at. And common language, mutual trust, this has been built over decades. In 2016, Five Eyes Intelligence Oversight and Review Council came into being. It includes the non-political intelligence oversight, review and security entities of the Five Eyes countries. So, this is one institution under the Five Eyes Alliance, came into existence in 2016 only, which includes non-political intelligence oversight, review and security entities. So, this is about its modus operandi, Five Eyes. This had been requested by one of you in the comment section, so I am dealing with that. China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. It is an economic corridor which begins or starts in the Xinjiang province of China and it comes to the Gwadar port here in Pakistan. Now, through this economic corridor, roads and railways are being built, and on the sidelines of those roads and railways, SEZs, special economic zones or industrial clusters are being set up. Various other infrastructures like renewable energy infrastructure or energy transmission infrastructure, all these are also being set up. This China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is considered to be one of the hallmark projects of Belt and Road Initiative. Belt and Road Initiative of China, which started in the year 2013, aims to connect Asia, Africa and Europe through multimodal connectivity. This China-Pakistan economic corridor has been a major cause of concern for the Indian government. Why? Because this China-Pakistan economic corridor is passing through the POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, and it will intensify the activities in this region, and this time the activities will be the activities of China as well as Pakistan, which becomes a cause of concern for India. But recently, it has been witnessed that China has refused to further expand cooperation in the areas of energy, water management and climate change in CPEC. This actually is some good news for India, but does this point towards strains in ties between China and Pakistan? Because Pakistan is heavily depending upon this for its recovery. So let us look into it in detail. Now this is the China-Pakistan economic corridor, Kashgar in the Xinjiang province to Gwadar here in Pakistan. This is basically the Belt and Road Initiative and the larger project over the land connectivity from Asia to Europe. The Belt and Road, this is considered as the belt over land connectivity, and road is basically, I would say, sea route connectivity. To Europe. Now, India was earlier part of it. India is not now part of it since 2019 because it is passing through POK. India believes that it is violating its territorial integrity. This, don't misunderstand, this is coming till Myanmar's Coco Island. This is China-Myanmar Economic Corridor. This is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the topic which we are studying. It happens to be part of the larger Belt and Road Initiative. This is considered as one of the hallmark projects of this, and here it is passing through POK, and that is why we are not part of this. About CPEC, basically in 2015, during a visit to Islamabad, the Chinese President Xi Jinping and Pakistani PM Nawaz Sharif unveiled this $46 billion CPEC project. So it start year 2015. It will link Xinjiang with Gwadar and also pass through Pakistan occupied Kashmir, where China is investing in a number of projects. Often described as the flagship project of the Belt and Road Initiative, the stated goal of CPEC, there are two stated goals of CPEC. First is transform Pakistan's economy. How? By modernizing its road, rail, air and energy transportation system. So this connectivity, this route from Xinjiang province to Gwadar, roads will be constructed, railways will be constructed, transmission lines, electricity transmission lines will be there. That is going to transform Pakistan's economy. Second is to connect the deep sea Pakistani ports of Gwadar to China's Xinjiang province and beyond by overland routes. Now this CPEC, you might be feeling that it is benefiting Pakistan or it is going to benefit Pakistan. It is going to benefit China more, because if we see the map closely, we can see China imports a lot of its energy imports from West Asian region. We saw it in the previous videos. Its maximum energy imports are from this region. It has to take its energy imports currently this long. If this becomes a reality, then from here to here, then from here it can go. This will actually shorten the distance. Chinese products, if they have to be transported to Europe or Africa, all will come from here, and then from here they'll go to Africa to Europe instead of taking this long route. So this will be a game changer for China too. That is why it is being described as a flagship program of BRI. And considering the fact that Pakistan is an all-time ally of China, China knows that this project is going to be a reality. But as of now, some certain challenges are there. That is why we are reading about this. Now, phases of CPEC. CPEC is divided into two phases. The first phase, various agreements such as energy, infrastructure, port development and the railway line construction have been signed. So first phase is basically focusing on infrastructure creation only. No industries we're talking about here in the first phase. Second phase, February 2022, Industrial Cooperation Agreement was signed. The second phase primarily revolves around special economic zones, development and industrialization. So in 2022, that is last year, this second phase started, which is mostly about creating industries alongside the created infrastructure in phase 1. Now we need to understand one more thing, that phase 1 is not complete. It is an ongoing. But yes, it might be in its advanced stages. So phase 2 has also started simultaneously. So presently phase 1 and phase 2 are simultaneously going on. And Pakistan is hopeful that its economy will revive from there. And we are just praying that it does not become a security threat to India. We are also praying for this fact that Pakistan does not fall into debt trap of China, just like Sri Lanka did. So this is a massive project. In turn, I would say, or if I talk about BRI is a super massive project, and this is CPC is one part of BRI. So let's see what it brings. If it brings economic stability in the region, then that will definitely benefit India. If it brings more terrorism or deep partnership of China and Pakistan targeting India, those will bring problems for India. So in this holistic way, we need to understand this. And this is it from today's session. I will be meeting you tomorrow with some more important topics which are circulating in news, and they are important not only from your prelims point of view, but also from your mains point of view. You can also mention in the comment section what topics you want me to cover. Like today, the topic 5 Eyes Alliance was requested by one of the students, and here we are with that response. So I would be waiting, or I would be expecting more and more inputs from you guys. Till then, you guys can keep studying, keep reading, keep writing, and most importantly, keep revising. Jai Hind, Namaste.